Before time learned names, the ancient lion watched children gather earth, knowing guardians are born where wonder meets responsibility. From ember-red soil and turquoise breath, elders whispered stories, teaching small hands that protection begins with listening first. The lion lowered its crown, not in weakness, but to invite children into the circle of trust together. Each footprint beside the lion became a lesson, showing that care for the wild shapes the soul early. Through games, songs, and sacred silence, children learned the land remembers every gentle choice made by young hearts. The lion's eyes reflected futures, where small guardians grow brave enough to stand for voiceless lives across generations. When fear appeared, elders reminded them courage is learned slowly, like roots gripping red earth beneath ancestral skies. The lion walked ahead, yet always looking back, ensuring no child felt alone, protecting the wild spiritually and physically. In shared footsteps, legacy awakened, linking old guardians to new hearts through promise and practice across sacred time. Thus the lion's lesson endured: teach children love first, and the wild will be defended forever by conscious guardians. Children touch the lion's mane, feeling warmth of duty, learning guardianship grows through patience, humility, and daily respect for living worlds. Elders painted symbols in clay and turquoise, guiding young minds to see animals as relatives, not resources to conquer. As drums echoed softly, the lion's shadow merged with children's shadows, teaching unity between spirit, body, and wilderness. Mist rose from red earth while the lion paused, allowing curiosity to bloom before strength, shaping thoughtful protectors. Children followed quietly, realizing leadership sometimes means restraint, watching ecosystems breathe before acting with wisdom. Together, patiently, always. The lion demonstrated care by protecting cubs and strangers alike, showing children compassion defines true guardianship, forever, spiritually, enduring. Around sacred fires, lessons became stories, and stories became vows carried silently within young guardian hearts, across generations, eternally. The lion's gaze lifted toward stars, reminding children their duty stretches beyond today, into unborn tomorrows, secret worlds awaiting. With every shared step, fear softened, replaced by purpose, as children sensed they were chosen by the wild. Thus training continued gently, weaving play and reverence, until children no longer learned guardianship, but lived it fully. Morning light awakened lessons, as children mirrored the lion's calm breathing, learning balance between courage, listening, and gentle protection. Through games and rituals, the lion taught boundaries, showing when to step forward, and when to guard silently. Children discovered strength bloom slowly, fed by respect for rivers, stones, winds, and unseen spirits watching patiently together. The lion allowed mistakes, teaching that learning guardianship includes falling, rising, and choosing harmony again with humility always. Stories of ancestors flowed softly, binding children to ancient promises etched within earth and turquoise skies forever remembered. The lion's steady pace taught patience, proving guardians move with seasons, not hurried desires of fragile living worlds. Children learn to read tracks and silence, understanding protection begins with awareness before action within sacred shared spaces. The lion rested among them, dissolving fear, affirming guardianship grows strongest through trust freely given by wild hearts. As sunsets burned clay red, children sensed responsibility was not burden, but honor shaped by love and shared future. The lion's final lesson whispered inwardly, guardians are born when care becomes instinct, timeless, sacred within young souls. Years passed quietly as children grew, carrying lion lessons within actions, choices, and promises shaping unseen futures ahead. The lion watched from distance, trusting seeds planted would awaken when guardians faced trials of loss and hope. Children now youths remembered sacred games, realizing play once taught responsibility heavier than weapons or crowns alone enduring. The lion appeared in dreams, guiding them gently through doubts, reminding guardianship is service, not domination, eternal sacred. When storms threatened valleys, young guardians stood together, protecting nests, rivers, and fragile migrating paths patiently with resolve. They taught younger children gently, becoming living bridges between ancestral wisdom and tomorrow's breathing wilderness everywhere shared eternally. The lion's legacy lived through hands planting trees, voices calming fear, and eyes seeing kinship everywhere together always. Guardianship matured into ritual and habit, woven daily into choices honoring life beyond personal gain, shared future sacred. At twilight, elders smiled, sensing cycle continuing, as lion spirit rested within awakened human hearts peacefully forever there. Thus children became guardians, and guardians became teachers, ensuring wild stories never end, only transformed through time eternal. As generations turned, the wild remained alive, guarded not by force, but by awakened hearts remembering ancient responsibility. The lion no longer needed to appear, for its spirit now moved through countless choices made quietly each day. Children learned that protecting the wild also meant protecting themselves, their stories, and the future unborn. Every footprint became a promise, every lesson a prayer, every act of care a sacred continuation of myth. The guardians understood nature was not inherited, but borrowed from those who would come after them. In silence, the lion's roar transformed into wind, rivers, and breath guiding hands toward balance again. Thus the wild endured, not untouched, but respected, loved, and defended through conscious generations. What began as teaching children became humanity remembering its original place within the living world. The circle closed gently, yet never ended, as guardianship passed onward like fire without burning. And so the lion sleeps peacefully, knowing the future walks softly, carrying the wild within.